Big up, big up, big up, big up to every single one of us locked in, man. Make sure, what the hell? Make sure we are liking, subscribing, man. Show some love to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Show some love to the channel. Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club. Big up to all of us locked in, man. Thanks, Hassan, for the redirect. Straight from Al Ahwa. Justice for rubbish. Yeah, man. Make sure we like, subscribing. Chelsea talk, ladies and gentlemen. Pochettino, apparently. We want to talk about Pochettino. Enzo Maresca. Spawn directors. Bowley. Ekbali. Sancho. Neto. All the players. You know, we're here to talk about it. Are Chelsea in a mess? Do Chelsea need to go, protest? What are fans thinking? Look, 2 billion and we haven't got a clue. Make sure we're smashing up the like button, man. Chelsea out of the FA Cup, ladies and gentlemen, kicked out by Brighton, out of the Carabao Cup, kicked out by Newcastle, and now all Chelsea have to play for this season is a top four, or top five, whatever we're going to call it, UCL football basically, and a Conference League. At the start of the season, from this jump, I said, listen, you get top four, you win the Conference League, no doubt. Like Conference League, I'm sorry, like don't even get me started if you don't win that. And I want a domestic, our FA Cup, Carabao Cup. We're not getting that Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Another season where we will not be winning that, and that's not good enough. And that's not good enough. And I said standards the same. Enzo Maresca, I said it again. I'm gonna say it now and I'm gonna say it again. Listen, bro, can you relax yourself? Oi, relax, okay? Relax. Yeah, we get the point, Hassan, man. We get the point. Enzo Maresca, if you do not get top four or UCL football, you need to walk out the door. And if you walk out the door, sport directors go as well. A lot of people talking about no, you can't blame Enzo Maresca. You have to wait and see what what's his face Enzo Maresca does. Sport directors, sorry. Get rid of sport directors, then we can blame Enzo Maresca. Get rid of Enzo Maresca. No, you can't do that because sport directors are the blame. No, they're both to blame. Sport directors have been here for long enough to hire a proper manager and to fill the squad properly, and they haven't done that. Enzo Maresca has been here for the season. We're talking about if he doesn't get top four at the end of the season. Okay, if he doesn't get top four by the end of the season, he's been here long enough, good enough score to get top four. And if he doesn't get that, he has to go. Sport directors have to go. Enzo Maresca has to go if we do not get Champions League football at the end of the season. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and talk about protests for Igbali and Bowley and Clear Lake. Like, can you not be quiet? Honestly, anyone sitting there saying, can we protest? Relax. Me and Ched spoke about this last week. As much as Chelsea are doing bad right now, and yes, we are out of the cups, of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, because I'm not going to talk about the Conference League. Yes, I agree with that. But at the same time, we're 4 points of third position. You want to talk about facts? Let's talk about facts. Yeah, you don't talk about 1.5 billion, 1.3 billion. None of that is facts. Okay, you want to talk about facts? The fact is that we are 4 points of third. Okay, 4 points of third. So that means there's not a very good chance, but there's a chance we finish third. Okay, we're past the Christmas period. We're in February now. You know, only a couple of months left of the season, and we're 4 points of third. So anyone sitting there saying we're gonna finish 9th, we're gonna finish 8th, we're gonna finish 20th, whatever the rubbish you lot are saying, get out of here. There's a good chance we finish Champions League football, and instantly, okay, he's done better than Pochettino. So everyone stop crying about Pochettino, okay, and justice for Poch. Hassan wants to troll, that's fine, okay. But any Chelsea fan actually talking here and mentioning Pochettino, you're a clown. You are a clown. I watched Thomas Tuchel walk into this Chelsea football club and within 6 months ran Europe. Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Spoke like an actual man that wants to win trophies. Spoke like a man that knew what it was like to be at Chelsea Football Club. You know? No bullshit comments like Enzo Maresca has been talking about. Oh, yeah, the club don't want me to get top four. Fuck what the club want. How about you grow some balls? I say, you know what? No. Look at my players. Look at where we are. Yeah? We should be getting Champions League. And if we don't, it's a failure. How about you say that? Why are you just a puppet? Why are you just saying what they have to say? Fuck what they have to say. They're just there. They gave you the squad and they're doing what they can do. Cool, whatever. But you set the standards for your own players and for yourself. Okay? And this thing about Sanchez, you dropped him last week. Who did we play, man? And he dropped him. Man, I've lost count, man. Who did we play in the league where and Jorgensen started? West Ham. So what happened there? Is that not a league game? Or you just too scared at the start of the season to actually drop him, even though you knew he was fucking shit. You know? How long did it take you to fix our substitutions? Only now you're doing substitutions. Why have we lost complete style of play? We've got nothing now. No style of play, nothing. We're doing nothing. We are playing like nothing. We may as well not play the game. Players look useless. Now we got people shitting on our wingers, shitting on Sancho, shitting on Neto, the lot. When I said it on Chelsea Fan TV, go there and subscribe if not already subscribed. I said it after the Wolves game. It was my first game I went to in a while. The Wolves at home was the first game I went to in a while, and I was watching the game right in front of me. I was like, no wonder these wingers are not bloody performing, because what they're expected to do is like take on 3 fucking players and score and create. Everyone's talking about all of a sudden we're halfway through the season. Now people want to shit on Sancho and say he's useless and he's rubbish. Halfway through the season, all of a sudden now Neto's useless and rubbish. Halfway through the season, now all of a sudden cop up. No, where were we at the start of the season when Jadon Sancho was actually performing? Why? Guess what? Because we were playing good football and we were actually playing in the system. You want players to perform well with no system. This is not Eden Hazard. Yeah. The way Maresca is using these wingers is as if we've got Eden Hazard across the front 3. You want them to take on their 2 players, create, assist, score goals. That don't happen. That don't happen. Unless I'm going mad. How many touchline wingers, because we know Maresca loves his touchline wingers. How many touchline wingers actually score and create? Touchline wingers got good numbers and good output. How many? So I'm going to say it again. This is very simple. It's very, very simple. We are in pole position to get Champions League football. No doubt about it. There is a slight overreaction of the Chelsea fan base, 100%. But the facts stay the same. If this guy does not get top 4, he has to go because he clearly hasn't done enough. And the sporting directors have to go because it's they would be their 3rd manager or even 2nd manager. I can't remember if they hired Potter. But they brought in Pochettino and they brought in my man and they both failed. Hypothetically, if we in the future, if we don't get it, they would have both failed. So that's 2 managers in 2 years, and they both failed. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here, man. Honestly, get out. So Maresca will go, and the sporting directors will go. As simple as that. Simple as that. Absolutely simple as that. Oh. Big up, man. Let's just relax. Everyone, big up, man. This is complete BS. You cannot create an assessment for a manager who has clearly told you to get you into a decent position. He needs more time, isn't he? He's doing better than Potter, Lampard, or anyone. I don't give a fuck. Potter shit, Lampard shit. So you're doing better than them. It doesn't really tell me much. It don't really tell me much. You saying, oh, he's doing better than Potter and Lampard. They're shit managers, bro. This is why are you, man, dropping this? You know, I just told you, Tuchel walked in and ran Europe within 6 months. Don't tell me, no Potter or Lampard. He needs more time. Bro, this is top 4 we're asking for. Look at our squad and you're telling me you can't get top 4 with that squad. Nottingham Forest got a better squad than us. You lot tell me at the start of the season that Nottingham Forest had a better squad than us. Go on. Any Chelsea fan or even a rival fan at the start of the season, did any of you lot say that Nottingham Forest have got a better squad than Chelsea? Any of you at the start of the season, would any of you said that you would have taken Hudson-Odoi over Neto or over Sancho? No chance, bruv. Would any of you have said you would take Chris Wood over fucking Jackson? No chance. At the start of the season, I had people say, you know what, Gyökeres who, Osimhen who, we got Jackson when he was bagging in goals, scoring outside of the boot, and all of a sudden his confidence was high. Yeah. Now you take him off the bench, you take him off the pitch. He's a bloody stroppy bitch, whining and crying like sulking like an idiot. Okay, yeah. You would have Mully. Okay, Mully. You would have taken. Yeah, you would have taken Chris Wood over Jackson. Let's just lie here, man. Let's just sit here and lie. So we need to mention as well, because it's not all negative. It really isn't all negative. As much as it might seem like that, it's not. It's really not that negative. We are at 4 points of 3rd position, and we are halfway through the season. That's the reality of it. 4 points of 3rd, reality of the situation. That's where we are. Okay. Getting Champions League is a massive thing for this club, for these players, for this manager. It's massive, like it or not. It's massive. I just don't like the dip in form. When we were performing very well, everyone wanted to gas up. Everyone wanted to gas up. What do you call it? Everyone wants to gas up Maresca. I swear to God, man, I don't want to mention names. I don't want to mention names. There are people that I saw at the start of the season when we were doing well say, "Fair play, Clear Lake. Fair play, Bowley. Fair play, sport directors. It looks like we've got a good manager on our hands. Title challenge at the start of the season, and now they're saying we should protest." I'm serious. I'm deadly serious. The same people. You might flip flop more than a flip flop. Honestly, there's no chance in hell I'm having this, bro. People flip flop every single day. How do you go from? And this is the thing with this manager. This is what, like, at the start of the season, we're performing well, and everyone's like title challenge, title challenge, title challenge. And now the minute we do bad, everyone wants to turn their face and look at the sport directors and look at the owners. Well, what rubbish is that? What rubbish is that? Yeah, some people on the chat are behaving like Arsenal fans. Whatever. The Chelsea squad is definitely good enough to be way better than now. They should be at least 10 points better. Man, our squad is more than good enough to be able to get top 4. I'm not having it, man. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. It's honestly rubbish. 4 points of third, but only 3 points of third. Okay, so it's in Maresca's hands. Then. That's fine. It's in your hands. It's in your hands that to get off Champions League football. There's no excuse. It's in your hands. I just don't like I've been saying, people go mad about how good we were at the start of the season and how what you call it, good start of the season, and Maresca, you're doing well with Sancho. Look at that link up play with Enzo Fernandez and Jackson scoring goals, Caicedo brilliant, which he's been all season. And now the minute we do bad, not the manager. He's inexperienced. Not the manager. He's inexperienced. He don't know what to do. The manager don't know what to do. He's inexperienced. He's miskin. You know the word miskin. I don't know how you say in English. Miskin. You know. He's out of his depth. Look at the sporting directors. They're frauds. They don't buy us a striker. They don't buy us experience. They don't buy us a centre back. Oh, we need a goalkeeper now. Oh, we need this. We need that. Oh, the owners. Oh, look at the owners now. Oh my God, the owners. Get them out. Barley out. Barley out. Bro, it's rubbish. It's nonsense. It's like, I think I can run for 9 hours, bro. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've got an OG that's coming on. It's a top G, the real top G, the original top G, the goat of YouTube, the proper Chelsea, the meaning of proper Chelsea. Yeah, he defines the word proper Chelsea. Yeah, the OG of Chelsea YouTube making his debut on the channel. My brother Lewis.
Big up, man. Great to be back on. Well, I think it's the first time I'm on here. So yeah, big up, man. How was the Gegenpress on El Awa? I never got to watch it.
Yeah, you got Hamza talking about we need a new club, we need new owners, we need new badge, change the color Chelsea, no blue, yellow. Bowley's taking us for a ride. Everything, bro. Like it's just
they're still doing the Bowley stuff. How many times do you have to tell this guy that everyone he's a minor owner? He's a minor shareholder in this.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh yeah, your mic's crackling up a little bit.
Yeah,
by the way.
I need to sort this out. I'll sort it out.
It's what it is.
Lewis, I just want a mini rant for the last 15 minutes. But big by the way, big up to Lewis for the raid as well, man. Big up to you, bro. I appreciate you. Everyone's locked in. Everyone's locked in from Lewis, man. Make sure you like and subscribe.
That'd be a disgrace if I didn't redirect if I was hopping here, isn't it?
Big up to you, man. Listen, talk to me on Chelsea, man, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've heard parts of what you have to say. I disagree with parts, but I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook on Chelsea so far, man. Where you stand on Chelsea?
So far, or
so far
now? And well, so far everything was good until near Christmas. It's just been really, really dismal since then. Obviously, we've had issues with the manager and like being out coached in certain games and late subs in others, and then we've had players like Nicholas Jackson and Noni all just like falling off a cliff. Sancho as well, he's been poor the last few games. But in terms of the game yesterday, that might be one of the most uninspiring performances I've ever seen. Like I've seen timid attacks before. I don't know where that one ranks up, but it's probably somewhere close to the top. We never looked like scoring, and the only goal we got was literally pushed into the net by the goalkeeper to help us out because we couldn't do it ourselves. The build-up play was stagnant, very slow. The wingers were poor individually and unbelievably predictable. Sancho, you just have to let him just keep stuttering. Neto is just going to cross. And Noni, the whole him and Noni just got done up by Tarek Lamptey all game. I think it was only Caicedo that looked good, and the rest were just mid to not good enough. And that's the squad as a whole, and that comes down to the manager because I get we don't have a striker. You've been pushing for a striker while we did this whole Strasbourg midfield project throughout the January window. But ultimately, like, that is a meaty Brighton side. And we couldn't make anything. One shot on target. We just had no idea of how to break through them. It was just, let's keep doing the horseshoe of death routine. Just move the ball from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Keep the ball moving as slowly as possible so we can make sure that their defense is set up possibly as well as possible. We don't need rotations. We don't need quick passing to try and open up little gaps or quick movement. I'm just going to stand there. In the cold as well. Don't you want to move in that sort of climate? It was freezing over there.
You know how close I was to go to that game?
Bro,
Fata got me a ticket. And I was like, bro.
I had the nuttiest hangover of my life the night before. Everything in my mind and my body was telling me, don't go. Just do a watch along. But I said, you know what? I don't do a lot of aways. It's only Brighton. It's an hour away. I'll go. What an idiot. Actually, no, good nightlife. I'll say that. Just had to sit there and watch a game of football in between all of that. But yeah, what did you say you disagreed with? Oh, that's what I want to know.
Bro, I'm this manager, bro. Like, there's just no excuse to not get top 4, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just look at our squad. I look at Nottingham Forest.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I look at who we're competing with. I'm sorry, bro. You don't
actually no. I do think the squad building hasn't helped, but ultimately, like, there's been games that we should have won that we haven't won. So 100%. That's why I agree with you.
It hasn't helped. We should like Jackson. We need a striker. We need a goalkeeper. Cool, no problem. But I'm just looking at it right now. Look at our squad, and look who we're competing with for the Champions League football. There's no excuse not to get it. It's simple as that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if you don't get it, I'm sorry, you gotta go. The sporting director's gotta go. What's that? Your second manager you've hired, and he's failed.
But like, that's my thing. My thing is just reverse. Sporting directors must go, and then the next sporting director can make that call. If the next sporting director says, no, I want a different coach, I don't want Maresca, okay, go do it. You're the new sporting director. We're going to follow what he thinks the direction is for this club. If the direction isn't Maresca, fine. Like, I'm not doing Maresca Defense League. I ain't going to die on that hill or nothing. But for me, that's not my target right now. Now, I hear what you're saying. Top 4 is a must. There's no excuse around it. But I'm looking at the sporting directors and I'm looking at Eghbali first because this is your 3rd year. And you would have now overtaken the amount of years that Abramovich spent out of the top 4 with Chelsea. You've already equaled it. So to me, I'm not even saying you're wrong, but it's sporting directors first. And then go off what the next sporting director wants. And if that's Maresca, cool. If it's not Maresca, fine. Yeah, but I don't trust these two. If we're even to get rid of Maresca, I don't trust them to get the right guy in. I trusted them after Pochettino, and they brought in Maresca. How am I meant to trust them again?
Okay, but let's just say it this way: if Maresca gets top 4, and somehow the sporting directors still go, are you still giving the new sporting directors the keys to say, sorry, Maresca, yes or no?
It's a new sporting directors. You have to follow their direction. That's ultimately what it comes down to. If that's the case, then cool. You have to live or die by that. But ultimately, if you bring in a sporting director, they are the direction. So if their direction doesn't have Maresca in it, fine. Again,
That
it's not a Maresca Defense League thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be the target right now. Criticize as much as anyone should, because like, look what we've been like the last 2 months. Like, you'd be crazy not to be critical of the manager. But I can't be like, it's just you, like it was Poch last season. Because I'll still stand by that. What I think I was wrong at was thinking it was just Pochettino that was the problem. But ultimately, we finished 5 points off fourth last season. Ultimately, we made it to a final and defended against children. Both of those things could have been rectified and we could have reached our targets. No amount of revisionism that's been going on over the last couple of weeks is ever going to change that, because the past is the past and the past is there. But for this season, we have sabotaged the last 2 windows. We've sabotaged it. You had a team that you could have built on. You spent 250 million to try and sell most of that. We still need a proven goalkeeper. Still need an experienced centre back. Still need Lavia depth, because Amugu's not good enough. That's what Maresca's already said, and he's just a succession plan for Santos. And we still haven't got a second striker. We've been asking for that for 2 seasons. So sporting directors are the first ones for me.
Yeah, listen, the one thing I dislike is this is bro. We've been so poor for so long, Lewis. Like, honestly, like, what you saw that game yesterday or whenever, yesterday, bro. The players haven't got a clue, bro. They don't know what they're doing. Everyone's mocking Sancho, bro. I said this when Wolves at home was the first game I went to in a while, and I did a fan cam. Chelsea Fan TV, obviously, go like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I was just like, bro, I'm seeing it in front of my own eyes. I am not surprised these wingers are not doing well. They are asked to do way too much, bro. Sancho and Madueke, or even Neto, they have to take on about 3-4 players and then create or score a goal or an assist. That is too much. It's too much to ask for from them. They are not Eden Hazard. That's what Eden Hazard used to do. Collect the ball wherever you want, take on as many players as you want, score, create. These players are not that level.
I hear that more for Sancho than Neto, personally, because Sancho's got to cut inside. Neto, he can stay wide and all that. In fact, Noni, I could hear that for as well. For like the ones that have to cut in.
This is what I'm saying. They got too much on their plate to do. They're not those kind of players. And like, I'm sorry, forget that alone. Like, we saw at the start of the season how we were playing, the coaching, even though the subs were poor, because I think his subs have been poor for the vast majority of the season. But I'm talking about the way we were playing. We were seeing proper link-up play, a style play. That's what we praised Maresca for, because he did something instantly that Pochettino couldn't do in a year.
But that and just like better game management too.
With
the subs, I think it's been very inconsistent, if anything.
Right, but my point is, at the time, everyone was like, title charge, Maresca. I'm not gonna mention names, but because I don't wanna, it ain't gonna cause me a problem, because I'm not on that level. But it might cause you. It might cause you a problem. Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, I've seen people who are saying, you know what, fair play sporting directors, fair play owners. We got a good manager on our hands. This was back, when we're challenging for the title, and now they're asking for a protest. Are you man having a laugh? Are you man serious? Like, you lot flip.
I'll be so real. I do feel like the last 2 windows have been like very eye-opening in terms of the sporting directors. That's why I always said that was going to be the main focus for this season anyway, because I thought we were in a good position at the end of last season to just build on what we had, and we haven't done it. And when you don't build on it, other teams build on themselves, and then you get left behind. Suddenly, you're another year further back. You've seen it happen with lots of teams before, where it's just 1 or 2 bad windows, and suddenly you just start to see a little spiral, because people will just get complacent, or you just make the wrong moves like we've done. Didn't address the striker situation, address the wings, and nothing else. And even then, like the wings, like I say we've upgraded, but like none of them are still standing out like that. I think Sancho's been the best of the lot. He's fell off a bit recently. Neto is stifled without a striker with box presence, so you don't really get the full impact out of him. So even then, you don't really get to see like the full benefits of those improvements.
But this is, bro. Wait, can you tell me the last time we had a good game?
See, the fact you have to think about it's been a while.
This is
I'll
what
be
I'm saying, bro.
sorry.
Like, this is not rocket
Let me
science.
go through our last couple
But this is
games.
when people keep going about sport directors, sport directors, sport directors. I'll ask you a simple
West
question.
Ham, good second half. No, not Wolves.
Wolves, get out, no chance.
Yeah, not Wolves. I mean, Palace, if Jackson just finished, like, I would have put that one in there. Palace, the only problem was the bad finishing. 15 shots, 1 on target. Even then, we had fullbacks wide for once.
Wait, Palace, wasn't that at the start of December?
No, late December, which,
Okay.
yeah.
So
It's been a
that was
fucking
still a long time ago, and even that is
After
debatable.
even Bournemouth, maybe, but that was like one half. That was another half.
But this is the issue, okay? It's not rocket science when people keep going on about sport directors, sport directors. I'll ask you a simple question. Is this squad good enough to get top 4? Let me know in the chat, Lewis.
Yes.
Let me know. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's cool. It's done. So the fact that this squad is good enough to get top 4, and we are struggling to remember the last time we had a good performance, it stems down to the manager, man. Especially when you
No,
good,
I agree. That's
saw
why
good signs,
he's
and
getting
gone worse.
criticized now, though. I agree.
It's gone worse. Why is it gone worse? What,
Bro, you are preaching to the choir on this, where the manager has to be held accountable for the last couple months as well. I'm not against you on that.
Listen,
like, I think our difference is you're looking more Maresca than sporting directors. I'm looking more sporting directors than Maresca. I think that's the only little disagreement that we have on this.
I mean, listen, I don't
To me,
disagree.
the sporting directors could have built a better squad to even confirm it, or also use the January window much better. And again, we know Maresca, first season in the Prem, going to be inexperienced, going to make certain mistakes. I'm giving him the leeway off that. So, like, that's why the focus is more sporting director. If Maresca makes mistakes and can't get me top 4, you hired him. You hired him. Again.
Facts. And let's know what you mentioned doing better in January, and it could have helped him and to solidify that top 4. Did they do enough in January?
No, we did more for Strasbourg.
They just made our squad worse. Why the hell you get rid of Felix? Are you, man, that obsessed with a 5 million loan to get rid of Felix? Is our attacking options that good that you're like, yeah, here, take Felix, man. We will give me my 5
It
million.
weren't even a that thing for me. It's just like, look, it should have just been Nkunku. It really, if we're gonna do the whole Nkunku isn't a 9, Maresca doesn't think he's a 9, but I'm gonna play him in the 9 anyway. Why can't we do that with Felix? Someone who's just a lot more willing to shoot. Someone I think isn't great defensively, but still has a bit better work rate off the ball than Nkunku. And like, at least he's good at 1v1s. I know what I'm getting with João Felix, and what I see from him ain't a 10. It's someone that I'd rather just have as a 9, or maybe play on the wings, one or the other. But instead, we have him as the 10 playing for Nkunku, and it stifles the pair of them. Nkunku should have been the one that left, not Felix. Felix, if we had Felix in the 9 for yesterday, at the very least, that 1v1 Nkunku has, he ain't fucking passing to Palmer. He's shooting. He's probably scoring.
Just shows how he's not a striker. It just explains to you how. But this is why I want to speak about sport directors, and I'll go back to the manager in a minute. I'm sorry, we'll go back to sport directors in a minute. Let me just mention this with Maresca again. Is this also with the Felix? Is that I've been screaming to just play Palmer on the right, bro. Play Palmer on the right, play Felix in the 10. I promise you see a different team. It takes the pressure off the wingers. Call this a howler if you like. I think Felix is a better 10 than Palmer is. I don't think Palmer's a 10.
Yeah.
I think Felix is a better 10 than Palmer.
Felix is probably the most selfish player in the squad. How is he a 10?
Felix in the 10, Palmer on the right is better than any combination we've seen this season.
I'd rather have Felix up top. He don't want to pass. He wants to shoot. What?
Okay, forget Felix. And Nkunku in the 10, Palmer on the right, Jackson up front.
Okay, I'd be a bit more willing to see that.
Palmer, bro, where is Palmer? Like,
yeah,
where is Palmer? Where is Palmer, bro? Where is Palmer? Let's look. Yesterday was like, bro. Yesterday it looked like all of them were high.
I've seen him pick up the ball in midfield positions and all that.
Bro, it's so jarring, man.
And it's not even the first game. It's been like the last 3 or 4 now.
Bro, it's so annoying to see the way Palmer's playing because I'm sorry, he's just not suited for the way we play right now.
But in terms of him in the 10 ain't the problem because he's very creative. It's like we don't bury chances. That's always what it comes down to.
But him as a specific 10, it may not be the issue. But him in a 10 in this system is the issue. He's got no options. He's got no help. Bro, the only help is Sancho on the side of the bloody pitch and Madueke who's hugging the line. Bro,
but then you look at that, because people aren't bearing chances, like, you know what we needed? A striker. Then it goes back to the sporting directors again, because why have you spent all this money? I don't have any goal threat. Why?
Yeah, but Lewis, look at the start of the season. Madueke and Palmer were like that. They were playing next to each other. Why has he changed it? Palmer,
I don't know what's changed in the last few weeks. Palmer weren't picking up the ball this deeply a few weeks ago. I hear it.
Everyone.
It's only been something that's happened the last few games.
Players look isolated. Bro, there's no, right now, if we're being 100% real, we look at Chelsea play now in the last few games, and it's been a while. No style of play. Players look lost, clueless, lack of ideas. You can go on forever. Barely creating chances. Certain players forgetting they've been playing. Sideways, boring, rubbish. And that's been the case for a while. And if we're keeping real, no one wants to mention this clown, okay? But Pochettino, bro, like, I'm sorry. We saw something very similar with Pochettino. Nothing, dead. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Lewis. These players bottled it more under Pochettino than they did right now with Maresca. How many times did we say, you know what, Pochettino, you're shit, but this is on the players? Carabao Cup.
I think I said it like twice.
Okay, the big occasions. Carabao Cup final. But like,
that was on Poch.
Nah, G safe, man. No, Lewis.
You actually think that was on the players?
I'm sorry, bro. Some of those misses.
Oh, brother, the Gallagher misses, I hear it, but we were only good for 20 minutes in that entire match.
FA Cup semi-final against Man City.
Yeah. That one, I'm with you. That's one of the two games. That one on Poch. Right. I've always said that from the start. That was the whole attack being garbage.
Yeah.
But not the Liverpool Cup final.
Look at this guy, man.
They were the better team in the first half. We grew into the second half because they played 4 days before and they had a fuck ton of their first team players out. Then we didn't bury our chances. They brought on a bunch of children and we sat back. It's the manager.
Yeah.
Couldn't be anyone else.
The point is, right now, and it's been a while.
Because I said the same thing after that game. If Gallagher scores one of those chances, no one's talking about how badly we played. It's like, we won, be happy. Smile, be happy. We won the trophy. We didn't play well.
Yeah, 100%. It never mattered. But my point is...
Now, for Poch, I'd say Man City in the semi-final, that weren't on him. In terms of like big city. Liverpool at home, right? That wasn't a bad game. And Chilwell left wing was a bit weird, but like it wasn't that bad for first game of the season. Arsenal at home, because I put Sanchez to Rice. Like that was the biggest problem. That's it.
Yeah. But what I will say is, I do think. Do you think there's a slight overreaction in the Chelsea fan base? Like we know Chelsea fans, the
amount of Poch revisionism I've seen in the last 24 hours has been ridiculous. From man who are trying to do standards FC. What a contradiction. A man who couldn't get top 6 until game week 36. You have shame. What are we talking? Like, I get it. I was wrong for thinking that Poch was the only problem. I was wrong on that. I'll hold my hands up to that one immediately. He was never the answer. Never the answer. And if he was the answer, the question is wrong. And the question is irrelevant to this football club. That guy was never helping us. The problem is, we still didn't build on that team from last season. Everyone says, we've got a better squad. Where? Like, we've only improved the wings. And even then, like, not to a mad extent. The midfield is the same as last season. The defense is the same as No, we lost Thiago Silva's experience. So you can debate whether there's been an upgrade with Tosin or Thiago Silva. The goalkeepers. Difference has been made there. Sanchez still starts every week.
The squads are very similar. Very, very similar. But what I was saying is that it's just that this is like this. Some of the comments this Maresca guy says, bro, I don't care what the sport directors are telling you to say. I really don't. I honestly don't. How about you grow some balls and say, you know what? No, I know my quality. I know the players' quality. I see where we are in the table, and then boom, we should be getting top 4. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Bro had bad standards at the start of the season, hooking players off at halftime and saying, listen, if you're not good enough, or you don't train well, you're not playing. And all of a sudden, yeah, if we don't get top 4, it's cool. It's yeah, well, next season, then next season. No, bro, I'll slap you in your face. Thomas Tuchel walked in, okay, and got run Europe.
Oh, they're
within 6
lying
months.
to us.
He
They're
ran.
lying to us.
No, fuck sport directors. I don't know who they are, bro.
Not to Target, but we need the front of shirt sponsor to be able to give us UCL money. The Nike deal is going to get halved if we don't get UCL. And again, you sacked Poch for it.
Bro,
so they're lying.
Bro,
straight. We don't want to sell the Sassy to a UCL rival. Okay.
Yeah, but Maresca can say his own stuff, bro. But you don't have to everything the sport director say. He says, say your own shit.
But that's why he was hired, unfortunately. And we already knew that in the first place. Like, another reason why they got rid of Poch was because they had disagreements on a lot of things. He wanted more of a say on transfers. He wanted, what was it? Gallagher, Chalobah staying and all of that crap. And
yeah,
I think he wanted a contract extension too. There was a lot of shit.
Bro, Luis Enrique wants
I know Hassam, and they're all idiots. I don't respect anybody who does Poch prop. No respect for
them. I don't think I respect one guy on Twitter. Not one guy. There's not one guy on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
There's Mudryk provisionism now. Like, goodness me, man. How down bad are we?
Man, I don't understand this Twitter. Get off Twitter, man. You're not even supposed to be on Twitter.
Trust, I had to take an extended break on there. It's just full of bad takes.
Like, yeah, I respect you. I don't respect anyone on Twitter. I'm sorry. These men talk rubbish. Absolute rubbish. But
it's the same waffle agendas. Oh, this guy had all of these injuries, even though he caused all of it. And we need Mudryk back, and everything's finished, and whatever, man.
But see, this is the issue: the meltdown. Is there really? Should there be a meltdown for 3 points or 4 points, whatever it is, off third? 4 points off third.
That's the thing. I'm going to be heavy critical of Maresca, but not out. Why would I be out when we're still in fourth? Why would I be out at this point? I'm annoyed with how we've handled the cups, and his post-match quotes are some of the most embarrassing quotes I've heard in some time. And we've had a year's worth of Poch and Potter quotes, and he's managed to add to that one.
And can someone explain to me why we're obsessed with these managers? Pochettino, I had someone in chat saying Potter and Lampard did better than Maresca. Why are we going to these shit managers that done shit at Chelsea? How about you compare him to...
No. First spell Lampard, I hear it. Man got 4th with a transfer ban.
Yeah, big up to Lampard. One. Big up to Lampard for the first season. That's about it. But why are we not comparing it to a man that walked in and instantly won trophies, instantly set a standard, and was like, yeah, Chelsea. He knows what he's talking about. And he won trophies. And he knew what it was like to be at a big club. Compared to Thomas Tuchel. Not clowns that don't even know what time of day it is. And that's what,
honestly, it's just coming down to people wanting to be correct. Everyone's looking for the vindication when it comes down to Poch. That's what it is. And like, there's no vindication on it, but for people who are saying there's more problems than Poch, fair enough. Fair enough. You lot were correct. I'll give you that one. Like, I got that one wrong, and I can own up to that one. I got no problem admitting to being wrong.
What more problems did we not mention? Everyone was always mentioning sporting directors, even last season.
No, I hear that, but I thought things would just be better just off sacking Poch, and like, that's on me. That's on me. Like, I didn't expect them to sabotage us like this.
Yeah, I mean, good luck with the guy.
Sam, don't worry, I got something for Egal tomorrow.
Man, that guy is still not out then. RIP, man.
He's going to come in and just start talking about Bowley, even though I've told him 20 times he's a minority shareholder and he don't make decisions.
Bro, everyone's
in one ear, out the other with that guy.
Everyone's obsessed with Bowley, 1.5 billion. Bro, okay, they spent I think it's at 1.2 billion since they started, but they've also sold about 500 million, you know? 500 million.
Speaking of our crap attack, why are we only on 60 likes? What is this? You lot are moving like our forwards. Hit the damn likes.
260 people in here. We're only on 60 likes. Get the likes up, people, man. Come on, get the likes up. 260 people in here. Make sure like.
Hassam, you already know. Hassam, you already know, man. We got the same mind. Mind.
Listen, and if you're not subscribed to Lewis, then delete your YouTube account and never come back again. But if you're not, listen. Link is obviously in the description and in the title, man. Show him some love. I mean, if you're not subscribed, then bro, delete your account, bro. But listen, I think we've spoken enough about spawn directors. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, you know. If you really want to deep it, okay, listen. Enzo Fernandez, respect. Caicedo, respect. Lavia, respect. We took him off this clown. You know, he was crying. Chelsea, you know, I think Lewis, there's definitely a clip here, bro. There's definitely a clip here of, you know, we took them off our rivals. 100% we did.
Chelsea are clear of us in the transfer window. We laugh at Chelsea. Wallahi, they have more direction than us. Wallahi, Chelsea have more direction than us. Wallah, they have more direction. At least Chelsea throw all the shit on the wall in the hopes that something sticks. And at the end of the day, Palmer stuck, Caicedo stuck, and fucking that right back stuck. Not Reece James, the other guy. He's stuck. At least you throw it on the wall and something sticks. We just look at the...
I forgot we're on the same stream, Yard.
Yeah, I forgot that. But listen,
Good reminder in that.
Yeah, man. It's just...
You know what the maddest thing is? We didn't even throw anything at the window in this one. We didn't throw anything. What did we do? Oh, we got a centre-back for next season. We brought in a midfielder to send to our sister club so we can go get the one that we've already loaned to them and is already guaranteed to come back to us, back out again. But
the point is, like, the terms of the squad building, we know, listen, Osimhen, we knew we needed a striker, and they didn't get that done. It took them to literally the last day of the window, and they didn't get it done. Even the likes of Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, those deals, bruv, they struggled. How many times did Bowley and Iqbali have to step in and be like, listen, the real businessmen are talking here. The real businessmen are going to get a deal over the line, you know? But at the same time, they've sold well. Chelsea have sold well. No club still sells as good as Chelsea. We sold 65 million for a donkey. 65 million. Mason Mount, who doesn't play, 50 million, 55 million, whatever.
Even then, it's like, I don't know if we're like that now. We tried to raise the valuation for Nkunku. Like around 60, 65 million we were trying to ask for him. Do we have shame? He has not done anything to upgrade his price tag. What are we talking about? So I don't know, man. Like all of the movements that we've done in the transfer window just don't hit the same. They don't hit the same.
They don't hit the same. I know, but the point is, sport directors. I don't know, but okay, owners then. Are we? What do we do with them? You can't do anything with them. This protest rubbish. You're gonna get them
Honestly,
out.
You have to keep pressing them to change the model, or just hope and pray Bowley can pop up with a Saudi consortium. That's just it. People get annoyed at me for not saying Clear Lake out. I would love to be, but they can't go. So you can only press them to change the model. So I'm down with that. Bun them, bun Iqbali, change the fucking model from this just buy and flip youth players 24/7 instead of focusing on the first team. But I can't put all my energy into getting rid of people who are legally obliged to have control of the club till 2032 unless they can sell to somebody else on the consortium. And there will be people who'll be like, no, there's going to be a loophole or something. Miss me with your think piece crap. If you can give me a definitive conclusion that they can be bought out, then cool. Until then, you're just wishing on a star. So what's the point? Focus on the sporting directors and getting Iqbali to change this dumbass model. Because this season was meant to be the one that we build on the base that we have. And what are we doing? We're buying children again. Fucking Dena Kebab from Brazil because he's a 16-year-old left winger. Fucking Amugu for Strasbourg. Saar, who might be a good centre-back. I hear really good things about him, but he's not here now, is he? So what's the point? He's here next season. Esugo. Sounds like a nice little Caicedo regen. He's going to be here next season. I don't care. It's still not the striker that we've been crying out for 3 years. And even then, you're just going to go and get Delap, who's still not really proven like that. So if that's the hill that you want to die on, fine. But he better work. Work.
The fact that they didn't recall Ugochukwu, who could actually help us, who could actually support, Caicedo when Lavia is injured, but they brought some random Donny, who Maresca was like, basically said he ain't good enough to even start or play games for us. They didn't give us a striker cover. The fact that Nkunku Jackson is basically our only striker. Basically speaking, he's our only striker. Okay, you loaned out Felix for what reason? What do you actually benefit? You sign a player for 40 million in the summer, and you get rid of him for a 5 million loan in January. Are you mad? You signing players like Vega. Okay, listen, this doesn't look good. You sign players like Vega in the summer and you loan them out in January. Drewsbury Hall, you sign, and then you can cut in December, and all of a sudden the guy's starting in the middle of the window. Like, where do they have a plan, or do they not have a plan? Because as much as I like my squad, Neto deal brilliant, Sancho deal brilliant. You know, brought in Palmer, fair play. The Caicedo, the Lavias, the Enzo Fernandez, fine, cool. Gusto is good, but like, okay. But like, I'm sorry, you don't buy that many players in the summer and then get rid of them in January. That Felix one makes no sense. No sense at all. Why would you get rid of him for 5 million? Why?
Maresca didn't even want him. But then I also look at Maresca and it's like, why are you talking about people paid to watch Felix play then? Like, what were you talking about? You don't even want to watch him play.
Brother, and the Maresca stubbornness to not play Palmer as a right wing. I think if he did it more, I think we're having a different conversation, man. This guy it's illegal.
Maybe, but I just don't think him in the 10 has been the problem. My problem is when Palmer plays on the left pocket. It's always been that. There was a period around November, December where we were doing the October, November, and parts of December where it was like Palmer will play right side first half and left side second half. And you can clearly see he's not impacting the game the same way on the left. Then Maresca comes out and says he presses better. And it's like, I'm not thinking about Palmer and pressing. I'm not.
Bro, some of his comments, bro. Even what did he say yesterday? Oh, at least we can focus on the Premier League now. Bro, I will slap
the
you.
Conference League, like
Are you mad?
You're pissing me off.
Wallah, I ain't celebrating the Conference League. Wallah, I'm not celebrating.
Like, so I'm just going to be relieved the trophy drought's over. That's it.
Bro, you see, I'm celebrating in the Conference League.
Give me the tap-in. I'll be fine.
Bro, these players shouldn't even celebrate. Run that. Don't celebrate. Collect the trophy and go inside. Oh, bro, collect the trophy and throw it in the nearest bin. Do something like that. I'm sorry, bro. Ban that. You want to win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, these players. That's what you want. You want to see Palmer with an FA Cup. You want to see Jackson with an FA Cup. Sancho, Neto, these players, Madueke with these FA Cups, Carabao Cups, cool.
Well, so the FA Cup's more prestigious.
That's what I'm saying. Massive Conference League. Are you mad? Throw that in the bin. Win it and throw it in the bin. Seriously. Honestly.
No, I'll be real. Medal's still going up on the wall, but like, thank you, and I hope to never see this league again.
Oh, but that's dead, man. But I think a concern that I'm seeing as well, recently at least, how many players have improved underneath Maresca?
I think a lot of them have. We're just in bad form, and now it's started to dip a little bit. I've seen people run this narrative a bit, but Caicedo's got better, Cucurella's got better, Jackson has got better in spite of his terrible form recently. Noni's got better.
Jackson hasn't got better.
Jackson has got better. He's just fell off a cliff in the last 2 months. Let's call it what it is. Before December, second most informed striker in the league. He was a lot more clinical and a lot better with his decision making. It's just fell off a cliff the last 2 months. It wasn't a good month. He's had a bad 2 months.
I mean, the season's only been like 4 months. So that half.
August up until early December. That was where he was playing his best football, and that's where he showed improvement. And it was things like the finishing. Before that point, he was over touching everything. Then I see him get the ball, 1-2 touch, bang, and he's burying the chances. It's just he is horribly out of form now, and because we don't have another striker, he's being forced to just run his way through it when he should be sitting on the bench and he should be given some time away from the spotlight. But we can't afford that one for him. Noni has shown improvements from last season. Cucurella, Caicedo, even though I think they're more structural as well.
Don't let me get a start on that guy.
Oh, yeah, Noni's another one fell off a cliff too.
Madueke,
saw this guy just get bodied by Lamptey for 20 minutes.
Madueke, bro. Allow it, Lewis, man. Madueke, bro. Please.
No, he's another one that was showing. He was another one that was showing a lot of promise start of the campaign. But he's just fell off a cliff too. But
they all fell off a cliff. And that's because the manager's system. We ain't got no system. You want players to perform in no system.
You think it's all solely to the system? I think it's Gusto. So. Gusto's the one that fails based off the system, if anything, for me.
No. But there's no system. There's no style of play. Maybe there's no style of play. There's no tactics. It's not a coincidence. Everyone drops off at the same time.
I'd say there is a style of play. It's just possession-based football, and it's not really been effective recently.
Bro, all we've done in the last 5 games is get the ball to the winger and let the winger cross. or let the wing do a couple step overs and cross. Give the ball to Palmer. Go
No,
around
that
in
is still a
circles.
style of play. It's just not been
Oh,
effective
allow it, man.
recently.
Lewis, I can give you them. I can coach that. Yo, Palmer, give the ball to Neto. Let him do a couple step overs. You man get in the box, even though you're like 5'9", and then cross. Okay, Palmer, get the ball in the middle, do a couple circles in the middle, try look for an option through the middle. Oh yeah, you got no one, just go to the wing. I do that about 15 times. That's all we do for the last 15 games. No actual creative chances, no nice style play, no good football like we saw at the start of the season. None of it. For some reason, okay, we've dropped off since Fofana's been injured. So for some reason.
No, it's simple. No one's got the recovery pace of him. So you get caught out a lot more in transition.
Yeah, but
That's
going
what it
forward
is.
is pathetic. Going forward is rubbish.
Yeah, going forward, that also comes down to like the amount of minutes that Enzo and Caicedo have had, and also the fact that we don't have a second striker option. So it's again Jackson being just forced to run himself through bad runs of form.
And he thinks every touch has to be some freestyle, you know? Every little touch has to be...
Neto, we know the situation with him. He ain't got a striker with box presence, so all that crossing is for nothing.
His crossing is ridiculous, by the way. His crossing is so sick.
But no one's there at the end of it.
Yeah, man.
Like this is again, you see all of this, a lot of it just comes down to squad planning, and this is why my first point of call is the sporting directors. All this money's spent and there's so many holes within the squad. Now, again, you're not wrong for criticizing Maresca. I'm with it. I understand. Sporting directors first. They're first.
Okay, so what positions are you talking about then that we need?
Midfield depth, because we just tried to nuke all of that and we didn't even strengthen that properly. We need another striker or a winger with box presence, and not box presence, a direct winger. So another centre back with recovery pace. Ideally, a taller one because I was not great aerially anyway. And then just a better goalkeeper or someone just stand out.
Okay, but
and maybe you even add an experienced centre back to that as well. I don't mind. Like a lot of these centre backs, I wouldn't care less if we got rid of. I wouldn't give a damn.
Okay, but what about starters?
Funny enough, the one centre back that I would low-key like to keep is the most injury-prone one. So
I told you, I said this many times on your channel. I said next season, if Fofana's fit, he's going to be our best centre back, and he was. But sadly, he's just injured.
And you see how much we missed him?
Scott killed me. Scott was like, no, that guy's finished. ACL, 15 ACL, BCL, TCL, whatever. I was like, no, the guy's going to walk in. He's going to be our best centre back, 100%. But what I'm saying is, in terms of starters, positions, what do we need? Like walk into the team. Depth, forget depth for a second. Actual starters.
No, but like the depth matters as well because that would be what minimizes the minutes around the starting 11. That's why I mentioned that.
Yeah, but I'm not buying that because I'm sorry, the amount of times that he could have subbed off Enzo or subbed off other players and he decided not to and just let them play 99 plus minutes for no reason. You know, how many times could you have changed
specifically?
It? No, I'm talking about games like bro, games are like. How many games do we play at home? Like the Bournemouth one at home, the Wolves, bro. Games where we like, Enzo, we need you. We need something different. Move Palmer to the right. Bring on Kunku or Felix in the 10. Change something up. He never changed anything up. You know, he's the reason Enzo and Palmer play every minute of every single game, no matter if they're performing or not performing. And it was the same with Jackson for a lot of the season. It didn't matter how good or bad Jackson was doing, he was playing a lot of minutes. And the whole game, actually.
See, my thing with Jackson, what I could agree with you, is that I just wanted to see Felix get some minutes in the line if they didn't trust Hiu. Now Hiu finally gets 60 minutes and he gets injured.
I just wanted someone, and this is another thing, is that you got players on the bench, you can barely get any minutes, and then when they do start, everyone expecting them to perform. Felix, prime example, gets no minutes, starts against Ipswich away. Oh my God, why is he not performing? Oh my God, and Kunku, basically no minutes the whole season, and as soon as he starts, people want him to perform. It don't work like that. Football don't work like that. You can't bring someone off the bench.
10 and Kunku up top. I always said that also kind of hindered Kunku too because of how selfish Felix is.
I don't know why he never does Jackson up front and Kunku in the 10, Palmer on the right. I'm sorry, Madueke is not good enough to say that's my spot. Neto I think is better, but he ain't screaming that's my spot. Move Palmer out to the right. You know, put him in a position where he performed last season and put Kunku in the 10. Offer something different. Because a 10, And when I talk about Felix and Nkunku, I think being better 10s than Palmer, because I don't think they're the same type of players. They're not. Nkunku and Felix offer more movement, I think. Off the ball, offer more movement. They're more of a headache for defenders.
You think Nkunku gives you off the ball movement? Are you sure?
As a 10, bro, I think he's someone that will link up play, that will play 1-2s, quick football, would want to move the ball. As a 10, bro, as a 10, you're supposed to be creative. You're supposed to be moving, chances, left
That's
to
why I
right.
don't want Felix in that role. He's not creative.
Yeah, but with Felix, what game was it? Was it Bournemouth?
He's more like take-ons and like get me into
bro,
space to shoot.
if you're 10, you got to take on your player, bro. If it number 10.
No, I'm not arguing that, but I'm arguing the creative side. I don't think he's creative.
Yeah, but he came on against Bournemouth and he had like, what, 15 minutes maybe? How many times did he come short? He was like, yeah, give me the ball. He took on a couple of players. One off a foul that Rhys James then scored from, you know? He was something different. And he was that instantly. As soon as he come on.
I hear that for like an earlier sub option, but like just in the 10, I don't think
why
he's
not start it,
creative.
bro?
Even what you mentioned, like none of that was creative in terms of like making chances for anybody. Just won a
Okay.
foul, which fair play led to the free kick that we scored. I think he was a good impact sub for us, but I don't really back him as a 10. I'd back him as 9 depth, if anything.
This is another problem. Nkunku is mentally checked out. Thank you, Maresca. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for getting one of our best players. Okay, everyone was gassed for to make him mentally checked out. You're Nkunku. You're not a striker, by the way. Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow you're playing striker. Nice one, man. Nice one.
I'll also be real though, he don't help himself, but yeah.
Did you blame him?
But I'm also so disillusioned with him. I couldn't even be bothered.
Do you
if
blame
I
him?
ever see him play from us again.
Bro, he knows he's a quality player.
To a point.
But he knows he's a quality
show
player.
some worth. Show some worth. Fuck it.
All right, cool. But he knows he's a quality player. Him and Maresca on the same page in terms of they know that he's not a striker. But guess what?
So you know what? Show it.
But
like, even if you don't get a lot of opportunities, make the most of the minutes you have. Why you gotta feel like you're above having to do that?
That I can agree with, but when you're getting no minutes off the bench and you're here, here's 5 minutes.
I've seen this guy in conference leagues just drop 4 out of 10 performances and then stat pad a penalty. I'm not gonna act like you don't even like. Here's the maddest thing: I saw Sancho have like one group stage start against Heidenheim, and in that one game, I was like, he is above the conference league. He is just walking through everybody for fun. And Nkunku, I'll forget he's on the pitch half the time. It's like, nah, sorry.
He's probably
like, it isn't microwave minutes. This guy has started nearly every conference league game. Let's not pretend like the guy is struggling week in and week out. No.
Yeah,
ultimately, like this
bro. He's the I try for this shit.
So stand out. Why don't you stand out?
I know. I think you can look at both.
I just showed you that Sancho in one game stood out.
Yeah.
He don't do it. Morecambe when he played in the 10 and he looked like garbage. Bottom of League 2, Morecambe. Look, come on.
I think he's mentally checked out, but I just think
that is not an excuse for you not to turn up against the bottom of League 2.
Certain players that actually do stink, and I think you can get parts of that with Nkunku saying, listen, bro, you're getting paid, go on no matter what and do your job. Cool. But look at Jackson every time he gets hooked off. Oh, fuck's sake.
No, but even then, I don't think he takes it out on anyone. I think he's more annoyed at himself. Like, look at the Spurs one, for example. Man was nearly in tears and everything, but that was more at him. He still shook hands with Nkunku when he came on, still shook hands with Maresca. Some man will do the ignoring thing and go straight down the tunnel. Like, with him, it was just, he seemed like he was annoyed with himself and his own performance. That's why I weren't annoyed at that. I actually liked it a bit. I was like, cool, you're holding yourself accountable. Respect. It's just, your forms fell off a cliff since then. So, hey.
I mean, there's different ways of seeing. I do feel sorry a little bit for Nkunku, man. I
don't feel sorry for him at all, man.
I think he should have been given more of a chance than the number 10.
I'm glad the chat's reminded me of some of the teams he's played against too. I've just realized, no, you've had minutes. You haven't stood out at all. Morecambe, he was terrible. He was genuinely terrible. And he's ghosted how many Conference League games just to stat pad with penalties? We've had rivals mock it for that, and they're right. Like, man will do nothing, score a penalty, and whip the balloon out. No. Nah.
Whip the balloon out, bro.
Come on, man. Like, nah, he ain't it. It is what it is. Like, just sell. Just sell and get and sell for a actual price, not 65 million. Where the hell are you getting those?
I think I'm pretty sure Fabrizio to say 65 to 70 million. But yeah, man, listen, I think this is probably it in terms of what we need instant starters. Goalkeeper, centre back, and a striker. But the question is, Arthur, like Lewis as well, like
for starters, yeah,
for starters. But where do we like? Are you saying if we get these 3 positions, boom, squad's good enough to challenge for the title?
Bro, as a starting 11, we are just a few signings away from it. That's why everything's so frustrating. We are only a couple signings away from having a serious starting 11. The midfield is patterned. We got our left back. And Gusto in the inverted role is not it, but I still trust him as a player. Centre backs are the question. In fact, both centre backs. Just call it because Fofana can't stay fit, sadly. So I gotta call it what it is on that one. Striker, like I'm 50-50 on Jackson, but this is why you get another striker with him. And yeah, I think our squad would be good. Well, maybe one more winger too. Maybe.
I think a lot of people talking about these players, these wingers, like we've heard it a lot. They don't score enough. They don't create enough. I think is what I said earlier. I just think
actually no. With the striker, maybe I wouldn't even need a winger because like they'd have someone to create for that would bury more.
Yeah, I think these wingers have been asked to do way too much, man. Way too much. But listen, people, still over 220 of you guys in here, man. Actually, we need to get to 100 likes ASAP, man. Get to 100 likes ASAP right now as we are speaking. Show some love to the channel, people. Road to 3K is on. But yeah, let's see where Chelsea go. Who we got next? Brighton again.
Oh, Brighton again. So, hopefully Jackson will be back for that at least.
Bro, some of these players yesterday looked like they were high on drugs. Like their head was on Mars, bro. Like they made Sanchez look normal. I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, that was just a better game by Sanchez's horribly low standards.
Bro, we talk about Nkunku, bro. The guy yesterday, the way he jogs, bro. He's like he don't.
The fact he went 1-on-1 and passed.
Oh,
he passed. I'm so fucking annoying, man. Why? Because he's an idiot. That's why. Because he's an absolute idiot. This is another reason why I wanted João Felix to be the one that we kept. He's shooting. He is not thinking about who's around him. He's shooting.
Yeah, I think
I don't care if the idea was like it didn't work out for him and he got too much height on it. Why did you not just put your damn laces through it? Even if it dropped to your right foot, I don't care. If you're meant to be that guy, you can put a shot on target with your weak foot after it bounces twice. Sorry. You're a professional footballer playing in the Premier League, earning one of the highest wages in our squad. Bun that.
Yeah, man, we'll see. We've still got a lot of the season. Not a lot of the season, but a good amount of the season to go. Let's hope we can get Champions League football, Conference League,
wasting as much time as possible, though.
Yeah. When the Conference League and throw it in the bin, get used to your football, and we'll address all these issues again in the summer. Listen, big up.
No, we don't even have time for that. We got a Club World Cup straight after that.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, don't forget.
I thought we could have a chill summer off, debrief, relax.
No.
Address the problems, but no.
Do you think we're gonna have a minute to even think? No. As soon as the Club World Cup ends, it's straight back to the next season. This has been like the one thing I'm probably more concerned about because where is our break? Where's the players' holidays? Like, is it even legal to do that? Is it even legal?
Holidays, man. They get paid too much, bro. Fuck that, Lewis, bro.
No, look, but I hear all of that. But it's like they're legally entitled to 3 weeks off.
They're legally entitled to shit, bro. Get the hell out, man. They're legally entitled to get paid too much, man.
And then they've got pre-season. Well, I don't even know if we have a pre-season.
Yeah, they can hold that, man. They can hold that. They get paid too much and overpaid, so let them hold that, man. Forget that, Lewis, man.
I hear it, but like, I don't want these players to be worn out to fuck next season. Like, then we're going to be here having these exact same conversations a year's time.
Yeah, 2025, man. Recovery is better than it's ever been, man. It's all good.
Why am I moving like Conference League is guaranteed? Because it should be if we have any semblance or remembrance of what this football club is. I dare you get knocked out. I don't give a damn. It's a Conference League. I shouldn't be concerned until I get to the semi-final if we buck Fiorentina. I don't care.
That's a foreign
Like
team,
whoever we
bro.
get, go beat them and keep it stepping and allow it. Don't piss me off. And I don't mean US. I mean Chelsea. Don't piss me off and make that competition difficult. Or I dare you get knocked out. I dare you get knocked out. Like if we get knocked out, sack the entire 11. Sack the entire 11.
Bro, don't even win the conference league, and you're telling me about these players getting a break. Fuck that, bro. They ain't getting no break.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you, man. If we don't win the conference league, no holiday.
Fuck your holiday.
Don't even ask me for a holiday.
I said holiday, man. Oh, we're not gonna get into the conversation of player wages. Anyway, listen. Big up to every single one locked in, man. Still over 200 in here, so make sure you're showing some love to the channel. Get to 100 likes ASAP. Subscribe to Lewis if you're not already subscribed. I don't know what you lot are doing. Link in the description and in the title, of course. Subscribe here. Road to 3K, people. And we shall see where Chelsea go. Still a bit of the season left to go. Let's see if we improve, because now we can focus on the Premier League now, Maresca, yeah? So fucking stop boiling it. 4 points off third, so achieve it or shut up.
You cannot lose to Brighton again. These guys didn't win a home game since November before we played them. Lose to them twice at home. Go on.
Listen, man. So because it's over 200 in here, we got a raid, man. We got a raid, my brother. Flawless. So go in there.
Oh, jeez. Flawless live.
Yeah, he's live, man. So spam Ziad raid in his chat. Show him some love. Subscribe to him as well. And yeah, Lewis, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Come on, G, man. Great to be on here, bro. Big up.
Big up to all those locked in. Spam Flawless's raid. Flawless chat with the Ziad raid, man. And yeah, man. Wow. Big up to all the single one, man. Proper Charles.